Bye. ഒന്നുകൂടെ ഹലോ പറഞ്ഞു. പോയി സംസാരിച്ചോ. സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്യ് 5 മണിയായി. ഫ്രണ്ട് ചെയ്ത് മാറും തീർച്ചയായിട്ടും. ക്യാമറ
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to 124th edition of nasscom FAYA Portative. FAYA Portative is a monthly technology session hosted by FAYA in association with nasscom. We aim to create a dynamic platform where tech enthusiasts can come together, discuss, and analyze the latest trends shaping the IT industry. Through these sessions, we aim to foster tech communities that promote peer learning and knowledge sharing. But before we dive into today's session, let's get started with a quick roundup of the latest updates from the tech world. Let's welcome Anjali to the Tech Bite segment.
Good evening, everyone. Let's get into today's Tech Bite section. And the first one is DeepSeek. DeepSeek is a Chinese artificial intelligence company and that develops open source large language models. The DeepSeek R1 model provides responses comparable to contemporary LLMs such as ChatGPT 4o. On 10th January 2025, DeepSeek released their first free chatbot app based on the DeepSeek R1 model for iOS and Android. By 27 January 2025, DeepSeek R1 had surpassed ChatGPT as the most free downloaded app on the iOS app in the United States. And the next one is OpenAI introduced Operator, an advanced AI agent designed to autonomously perform tasks on the web, mimicking human interactions such as clicking, typing, and scrolling. The innovation allows users to delegate various activities, including filling out forms, booking travel, and even creating memes to the AI. Quen 2.5 Max. Alibaba's new Quen model claims to surpass DeepSeek's V3, marking another dramatic turn in AI arms race. Just when it seemed DeepSeek was poised to dominate China's AI landscape, Alibaba fired back, unveiling a model it claims outperforms DeepSeek V3, GPT-4o, and Llama 3. And the next one is OpenAI Deep Research. It is an advanced AI model designed for multi-step internet research and knowledge synthesis, unlike traditional AI models that generate quick responses. Deep research can take 5 to 30 minutes to conduct in-depth analysis, making it ideal for complex tasks. It searches the web, extracts relevant data, and reasons through finding and generate comprehensive reports with citations, tables, and visualizations. And the last one is Stargate Project. Stargate Project is a joint venture between OpenAI, SoftBank, Oracle, and MGX to develop artificial intelligence infrastructure in the United States. The project was announced by former US President Donald Trump and it aims to create infrastructure to train and OpenAI, secure US leadership in AI, create jobs, boost economy, protect US national security, create artificial intelligence. Thank you.
Thank you, Anjali. Now, without further delay, let's move on to the main session. iPhone, iPad, iPod, and Apple Watch. His expertise span AI, machine learning, and digital signal processing. A rank holder in electronics and communication engineering from Kerala University. He also holds a master degree in IISc Bangalore. Currently, he is actively involved in several tech initiatives in Trivandrum and Bangalore as a co-founder and advisor. This session will delve into the key trends shaping the development and adoption of autonomous systems, the potential disruptions they may cause across various industries, and the exciting opportunities they present for innovation and growth. Please join me in warmly welcoming Mr. Bhaskaran to the stage.
Okay. I can start now?
Yeah, sure, you can start.
You can start. Okay, great. You have some question or?
Yeah, so I just, before getting into the session, we are really curious to know that is your journey to Apple, and then to, I think that is, we actually want to know more about the advanced systems and all those things, but I want to know like, that you started with Portal Player, then it went into the first chip, that is to iPod, then you went into Apple, you worked on Apple Watch, I think iPad, then uh, video video things, right? So
I was managing the iPod video.
iPod video. Okay.
And after that, Apple Watch biomedical thing.
So we are really curious to know that is your journey because you started from college here.
Yeah, I'm curious that some of my classmates are here.
Yeah.
I studied in TKM.
Okay.
96. Then I went to IISc for Master of Digital Signal Processing. And then when I came out, Portware was into US. Like they were a startup which was in Seattle and they have a Hyderabad office. So they came to Bangalore. So I had a very only 1 year I worked in SASCAN. Some of you know right? SASCAN is a silicon automation company. I worked after IISc. I worked 1 year there, and then Portware came for to Bangalore for interview. So they hired me for the Seattle office. So the luck for Portware was that Apple was their they had the first hard disk based water player had that, and Apple was looking for there is a 88 driver, hard disk driver. They only had that in the chip. So Apple took their chip. So and they sent me to do the system ringer for the first iPod, very first. So I was lucky in some kind of I joined there and suddenly they sent me there. So then the 9/11 happened and Portable was in trouble. So I got an offer from 2003 I joined.
Okay, so in between
In the audio team.
Photoplay was acquired by Nvidia, right?
So 2006.
So at that time you
No, I moved in 2003 before it was
to the three itself.
and the Portable team actually eventually become the AI. They become the mobile team and then the AI team and So the Portable was acquired in 2006 and that becomes the Nvidia's mobile team. Some of those people were still there. Also very, very old.
So from a very
They're still there.
comfortable stage at Apple, quitting it and starting an unmanned autonomous.
I moved back for good.
In,
Almost 10 years back.
in Kerala. So what made you make that decision?
I didn't do much things after coming back. It's like you have to do something. I was initially thinking I was very old. Every time you think you are old, and now it looks like almost 10 years back, you are very young.
Okay.
So this is mostly the reason it was. I started in marine. The reason because it was almost in 2019 I started thinking about unmanned system. By that time, the unmanned system for car was already very definitely. So I miss that. But in retrospect, it's not. Sometimes it doesn't really matter because
Yeah,
when
but
you have smaller matter, number of combination also smaller. So it's always a compromise when you look at it. The decisions you make mistakes, but then in retrospect you think it was good. Or
yeah,
this
because
can happen the other way too.
yeah, sure, sure.
Yeah. Pratibha, I think I should add a couple of points because Barker is too modest to tell about himself. So I'm only Shankar and myself and a couple of our other classmates of Barker are here. So Barker has been an innovator since meet him in college. 92 to 96 we studied in TKM College of Engineering. He topped our class, not only our class but also the university. He's the first rank holder at the university. And I think I had the opportunity to meet Parker once in Silicon Valley. While I was there, and actually he told me he was leading one of the very iconic projects in Apple at that time that he couldn't actually tell me more about that. We now know that it is the Apple Watch and many of the algorithms that go in Apple Watch has been designed by him. But he told me that he is going to come back. But actually, I didn't, of course, believe that he will really come back. But he did that, and he not only come back, but also is kind of continuing to prove the innovator that he is with the with what he's doing and what he's going to tell us today. So I thought I should tell this because because he.
Thank you, Unir, for that kind words. So I'll go into the presentation.
Yeah. Feel free.
No, no,
This is an informal session. Don't
yeah,
this thing that is everyone. It will be a conversation then.
no life journey repeats, so
Yeah.
everybody gets a their own.
Okay.
It's not of that use. Anyway, the title today is Rise of.
So, any other questions before we get into the session? Any other questions you have? No? Let's get into the session directly. Sure.
Okay. So, rise of autonomous unmanned systems. So, by the way, I didn't pick the title. He picked. I only told I can give a speech on this. But
He was
it's
very
interesting
hesitant to
because
come and speak.
it's very interesting because that was the intent because unmanned system really came into being only last 4 years, 3 years. Before that, car was there. People were shouting, flying car. Nobody believed it. Even though there was, Tesla was, testing all these things in real. People never thought autonomous car will anyway may come in US, but it will never come in. But we have a startup like Toshi AI, this in Kochi, which is doing unmanned cars in India. But it's not really the reason of the rise. The rise of the autonomous system has to do with drones. The drones and the war in Ukraine. The drones literally made the drones literally made battleships obsolete, tanks obsolete, many other things obsolete. Even it's better than science. So I have a slide on history of. I will not talk about how. Uh, but on the side, side cars are also here. Korea and Dubai, they are already flying. We never thought flying car will become a reality. It was huge, but it's coming. There are two Indian companies who are actually have prototypes. Built in India. One is from IIT Madras, another from Bombay. I'm coming to that also. Anyway, so rise in autonomous unmanned systems. I've titled. We'll go into more details. And let's go into the next slide.
In
Oh,
general.
I will wait. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, since marine is, I work in marine, I took marine as the first slide. This is the largest unmanned system in the world. In the picture is a 80-meter container ship built by Bhaskaran. So, as you
വീഡിയോ ആണോ? പ്ലേ പ്ലേ.
We've heard about self-driving cars or maybe trains, but there could soon be unmanned ships that are navigating open waters. In Norway, an all-electric and what is expected to be the world's first autonomous container ship is beginning a 2-year pilot, as Adrian Murray reports from the south of the country.
Cruising quietly through Norwegian field, this new ship is making waves. It's sailing to a nearby port on a voyage that's emission-free. At this fertilizer plant, up to 100 containers are loaded onto the Yara boatload. Here in the dock, this looks like an ordinary cargo ship, but under the deck, there's no engine or diesel. It's powered instead by batteries. There's a capacity of almost 7 megawatt hours, enough to power 90 Tesla cars, and that's supplied with clean hydro energy.
So what we see around here is
And if everything is ship shape, 2 years from now, there won't be any crew on board at all.
in the beginning I would be driving the ship more or less as I do today, and more will be taken over by electronics, robotics.
Data collected will train an algorithm, and eventually radar sensors and artificial intelligence cameras will help the vessel navigate by itself. Docking, loading cargo, and recharging batteries will also be automated. Both the fertilizer and shipping industries are big emitters, but around 40,000 truck journeys each year will be taken off the roads, saving 1,000 tons of CO2.
Now it is crew supported by autonomous systems. Then it will be autonomous systems supported by crew on board. And in the end, it will be autonomous systems supported and watched by crew in the flight control center.
Voyages will be monitored from the land, and if needed, a human could step in. Smaller, unmanned boats are taking to the water, while autonomous subsea drones have already made a splash. Norwegian's own Kongsberg is pioneering the technology.
By bringing personnel to a remote operations center is less costly than having them on the ocean. Actually, technology is more safe than human operations.
More autonomous ship and barge projects are on the horizon here in Norway. With fields and long road distances, that has advantages. But new regulations are needed, and applying this to big ships on ocean crossings is unlikely anytime soon.
I think that the technology needs to be matured even more, and you have to have energy systems and propulsion systems that require very little maintenance.
Until now, autonomous shipping has been uncharted water, but soon crewless vessels could be navigating Norway's coastline. Adrian Murray, BBC News, Portsmouth.
So when I first looked at like studied this, the one thing impresses about Europe is they don't just start a project. You know, they went to the whole project is Kongsberg's build the algorithm, and there is a shipyard which does the ship, and there is a fertilizer plant, company which is like global firm is going to use that, and they are going to use it between two islands, and then the government funds it. And it's like beautiful. It's not like you get the startups and throw a little money and tell everyone to startup. It's not like that. The Europeans have a way of developed over 400 years how to do things without going crazy, right? Which is very important. And one of the things about Europe versus America is Europe does it without screwing the people. Right? We talk about 90-hour work hours. They don't do that, but they still do very high technology without that's something we in India should be able to replicate, where you don't let the startups just start for one day and you don't give the you give the project to some wrong connections. Anyway, that's a political thing. But this is one classical example where they could build very thing without taking zero risk actually. Like the guy who knows how to builds it. Guy who knows who is going to use already comes to that pays for it and government provides some very impressive thing about Kongsberg and the ecosystem. And they are also driving the standardization of the marine thing, in a very methodical way. So this is not the one. There's like unmanned system has like 10 or 12 or 15 areas where unmanned system sprung up. So I made one slide on that. Just before going into that, just the definition. Any mission which can operate with a decreasing level of human intervention is defined as an autonomous or unmanned system. Because in car, fully autonomous cars are called level 5, and then any other amount, you can have the remote control is one level, the human intervention. So there is sometimes depending on the which area, they have different levels of autonomy. Cyber physical system is just like IoT is a word which is used to represent unmanned system. So if you hear that, it's the same thing. It's a nice cool word to use. Cyber physical system. It's actually termed by a journalist in US when they were discussing this. So, cyber physical systems. Now, if you go to IITs and all their departments will tell cyber, and then you do. First time when I said I don't know what this, but then it's the same thing. And the picture is a agriculture robot made by Swamp Farm, which is a Australian company, fully automating acres and acres of huge agricultural fields with these kind of robots. So I made this. There are even more areas. The first one is the Predator drone. So drone is one area which is the biggest area for unmanned systems. The second is the famous Waymo, the autonomous car, Google's autonomous car. Unmanned trucks are there. The third one is Mahindra has an unmanned tractor. So that's a picture of their tractor. Obviously, there is autonomous mobile robots always there, but using the latest technologies. The other one is an autonomous surface vessel. It's an unmanned boat. It's from the Israeli defense firm Elbit. And in fact, this one is manufactured in Garden Gate in West Bengal. We always are the first one to make deals with Israelis and get the thing manufactured. The one the next one is the air taxi. In the scientific term is advanced air mobility system. It's by Joby automation from US. Then we have humanoid robots. That's from Boston Dynamics. There's an unmanned ground vehicle. These are like instead of trucks, it's similar technology, but this was for military. It's used in Ukraine. It's from Milram Robotics from Estonia. But there are a lot of people doing unmanned. I just put one famous one. It's unmanned bus from China. I think they have started taking people now. So it's almost there. The revolution, if you call it, it's almost there. But we are unlike in the past. We are also not far behind. There are a lot of startups. In fact, in drones, India may have almost 50 drone startups. In Kerala, we have 5, more than 5. Okay, so I had briefly told the history of unmanned system, but I'll just repeat it in a little more detail. In World War I and II, they have used some of those, little more primitive compared to now. And then there is a period there was a lull in unmanned systems. 70s and 90s, few people worked on it, but it's really the Afghanistan where everyone started hearing about drones. The Predator drones, the first time sitting in one side of the globe, you can kill somebody targeted on the other side, right? You have this, you can fly the drone, you can look through that, pinpoint people. So all you need is somebody give you the GPS location. You can fly into that, look through that, look at the person and fire it. You can even the laser pointer to the person, fire missile. It's all in 2006, 5, 6, 7. That was the, but at that time it was mostly US, Israel, and then even though Turkey was part of the NATO, they believed in the technology, so they went and built it, right? And then they sold it to Azerbaijan. So that's when the Nagorno-Karabakh. So there is always some kind of problem between Armenia and Kazakhstan. Not Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan and Armenia. They have this war, and all the wars Armenia used to win in the 90s. And then because they were losing, Azerbaijan was more prepared. They bought these drones from Israel and Turkey, and that was the first war. Everyone realized all the weapons are obsolete in front of. So first Azerbaijan sent the decoy drones. They activated all the radars and different systems. They sent the next batch of drones to bomb everything. And I think few weeks Armenia was totally defeated, and they have to give away the whole area to them. And a very conclusive defeat, which very rare in a very short time. But then the Ukraine war happened. It went another level. People thought that was enough, right? But then the Ukraine war, of course, it was between NATO, Ukraine and Russia, but it's really NATO versus Russia. Ukraine was using advanced technology, and first they started with something called FPV drone. First, they started with something called first-person view, right? You can see it. Ukraine used to put explosives and all the tanks, Russian tanks were obsolete. The famed T-90 or whatever they were using, or became useless. But then Russians, as usual, are very good at improvising. They went to Iran. Iran has already, due to sanctions, they built these very cheap drones with motorbike propulsion, whatever. But there was one thing, they had all the necessary things to be cutting edge, even though it's very cheap, $20,000 was initially, which is unheard of in military. But they have SWAM, they have 5 of them simultaneously launched. And that is the Shahid 136. The thing about this drone is that nothing you can do about it. It starts going in 5, it goes very low, it makes a lot of noise, so everyone knows it is coming. But then if you fire it, it falls on the populated area. All it has is a GPS location, targeting all the power structure. SWAM and SWAM, very cheap ones. It changed the fate of the war to some extent. Right? Obviously, war was so intensely fought. Ukraine had, got better technology for electronic warfare. Eventually, just and they had other. I have another slides where in drone I cover the rest of the story. But anyway, that was the history of autonomous system is in reality is the history of drones. I'll cover a little more. But then the other areas, of course, we all in our early part of the career first time heard about autonomous systems was when we heard about the driverless car. It was very surprising. Today it doesn't look very, but at that time cars can drive without driver. So that was all from the Department of Defense US efforts to the first DARPA challenge in 2004, and then in 2009, silently, the first flying car startup came up. It's Joby Aviation. There are like quite a few, maybe 12 flying car startups today, but they are the one which is ahead of the of all of them. Already Korea and the UAE and all is trying to deploy them. You can go on with the autonomous. There are quite a few slides, so I'll go to the next one. Okay, so before going, let's quickly cover why autonomous systems are, so advantageous. It's so good. You can actually have machines and n number of them. All you need to do is to manufacture, right? So it's so good in repetitive tasks. What they call is dull, dirty, and risky. Ability to work in risky environment. That's also the reason it's all first time military people buys these systems, right? Cost effective, if you can mass manufacture these things. Of course, when you automate the whole thing. Most of the systems are human and devices or machines. So the full automation is always. But once you have everything automated, you can collect all this data, historical analysis, real-time information, real-time response. All those things become very, very easy. Then comes the five, right? AI and automation, which goes into the point number four. It's also similar. So you can use gather advanced intelligence with AI, and automation is safety. For example, in war, with autonomous systems. Now, since drones are there, then if you show up, thermal camera even at night, you can see it. People can. Most of the military actually happens at night, but in Ukraine, soldiers can't come out because the thermal cameras will show you where you are, right? So then you have to have autonomous systems. So the future of warfare will be all autonomous. Has to be. But it's not that, right? Even other areas, there is a tremendous advantage in different areas. I'll cover that. Environmental benefits. This is really from the car industry purposes. Braking and acceleration will be lesser in autonomous cars. But there are other areas also. Autonomous systems can be used to fix the environmental and climate. Even climate tech, you can use autonomous systems. Working SWAM, SWAM is the idea of using multiple autonomous systems. Okay, so how are we doing on time? Like, we have plenty. I have like a lot of slides. Sorry.
Yeah, you carry on. The time is there up to 7.
Yeah. What is the time now?
It is. Again, look at the clock. What is the time now?
6:30.
6:30. Is that 6:30?
Oh, 5:30. Yeah, it's reverse way. Okay, so we have 1.5 hours, right?
Yes.
Because I can talk on the slide or then miss some of us. But then I only have one slide on technology, so I'll go a little later. So unmanned systems, primarily sensors, algorithms, software, and that's pretty much every system, right? But different unmanned systems, drones, cars, marine, all those things are different in terms of sensors. The most stringent requirement is obviously for cars, because you need to really, really know the surrounding, otherwise you're going to. But in other areas, for example, drones don't, FPV drones have no perception. You just have a human looking at it, and he's driving and hitting the time. But that is actually very much better than putting a lidar. Will make it costly, heavy. So humans always have certain definite advantage. And then if you look at marine, you have a vast ocean. You need to have better radar sensors. That's why X-band, S-band, millimeter wave. So millimeter wave covers first 500. X-band and S-band go up to 60 kilometers, whatever, right? And you can even have LEO satellites if you want to see much bigger. Autonomous systems can go to different levels where you can precisely tell when somebody entered your country's marine boundary and send response. Those kind of things are coming. Where you send drones and then autonomous vessel and then real people goes, all those things. Anyway, then the real advancement of unmanned system came because of lidars, because you can precisely know where the granularity of which radars cannot give, lidars can give in centimeter level accuracy. The other thing is the camera and AI, the object recognition. These are the two things which made the unmanned system went to the next level, or feasible even the cars become feasible because of that. Obviously, GPS and MEMS sensors and magnetometers and all were development from the 80s, which also helped in unmanned system feasible. Again, the algorithmic side, it's primarily the perception, right? You want to see how the outside is, and then you want to navigate. Again, the navigation, autonomous navigation. Again, more stringent on cars, but much more relaxed for marine or drones. Probably in between for factory robots. But then there is a set of other, software which is, fleet management, connected software for man and humans to work with autonomous system. Now, eventually there will be manned and unmanned systems. So, for example, in a war, there could be a ship with warship with few people, and then there is few unmanned systems, one for radars, one for missiles and other things. And you open the radar in one and fire it from other, but you are sitting, you can see the whole data in the ship and also in the remote control centers. And this coordinated thing is already there. It's not like it's not in future. I'll cover some of that in later. But that kind of software, distributed software with unmanned systems. So we already have distributed systems, but here there is your server is sitting in an unmanned board, and the connectivity is could be either satellite or in defense case it could be exclusively a private network with frequencies varying and all this anti-jamming. So it's the ultimate complex software system, hardware, electromechanical software, hardware system you could build, you could ever build, right? So there are programs where fighter jets with unmanned systems already happening. Right? I'll cover it in another slide. So that is the okay, so this is the distributed software I just mentioned. I already talked about it. So remote control center, this is the remote control. This is the actual working system for unmanned from a different.
So before moving further, let's discuss with the audience on what do actually be expected and then what do they want to hear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did I digress?
No. It is good that we are getting into the next section, right?
The
next segment. We just talked about the history, we just talked about the type of vehicles and all those things, and now we are getting into the core. And then we just want to hear from some of the audience, like that is how it is going, and then what do you actually expect when you came here for a session on unmanned system. So let's listen to a few people. Okay, because a lot of people also came new, and let them also just catch up.
Hi, my name is Joe. I work with R&D. Yeah, so no, I think this topic, the way that you've actually brought in, is something that we've heard about, and we see it in movies, cars, and all that. I think it's interesting to see, what's actually coming into reality at this point, and the fact that some of them is sort of in India we've got companies that's actually rolling out into that. And I think
you mean the startup landscape?
Yes, yeah, the startup landscape into this particular area. That was something that
I have actually, it is there.
Yes. So I did have a question though in one of the slides. Did not interrupt you. The first slide that you talked about the ship. The fact that Norwegian landscape, wherein the innovator can actually innovate than worry about all the rules, regulations, and all of that, which is brilliant. But the fact that ships like this, they are battery powered, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I understand that sometimes batteries, a lot of costs involved in making these batteries, and the longevity of something like this, it is limited by, say, I think you have to replace a battery based on the kind of technology that you use in a couple of years, 5 years or 10 years. So how does while it's great to have this new technology in, how does it sort of balance out the cost?
So autonomous has nothing to do with battery technology.
Right. I understand.
That's our first answer. So now battery technology, why they used are the first ones to put that many batteries into that. And it is difficult for marine. Ice engines are the most optimal ones. Right. The petrol is the 50 times more efficient than lithium and lead acid, but 10 times more than lithium ion batteries, right? So there is no way marine is one area you cannot have batteries, right? But they put it. But so that question they were wrong because you could always have unmanned. All the unmanned should use only because that's the area where diesel engines are really good. Right. And only two or three companies have big, names this. Right. I think they probably use. Did I answer your question? Yes, I think yeah. Okay, so but batteries are important for defense because that is electric motors with battery are noiseless. So all the unmanned systems on Marai uses battery because it's very important in defense. It's noiseless. The sonars cannot detect. See, right now they uses the sound to detect. See, yeah. For defense in ocean is different from land. So they uses the sound to detect many of the systems, underwater, above water, everything, right? So suddenly that's gone. So that for defense is cutting edge. Yeah, and possibly with solar panels you have longevity. Instead of having diesel or with fuel, you have to stop for refueling. This one with solar power, it actually can go on. I think that's probably. So say for example, the unmanned system with the solar cannot because unlike naturally ships are big. Yeah. So you can put solar and make it 24-hour running. So you can build 5 meter, 2 meter, 3 meter boats, persistent surveillance. Right. So you can put this across the marine boundaries, and you can use the connected software. You can automate everything. You get alerts whenever somebody crosses, which is possible. But Indian status, if you try to do, you will say there's a different. The whole area is like a gold mine of startups, the whole unmanned system. Anyway, sure. Thank you. Oh, okay.
So Shai, so there are a lot of people who came. They were not able to be here because they traveled from Kovalam and also like I think there were some parking issues and all those things. What do you want to tell them? That's whatever we have discussed so far. For people who are not able to be. Yeah, I think. See, I'll tell you why. This is definitely an area that, because I would borrow the same inspiration what Joe had mentioned. I'm just trying to connect the dots from all the sci-fi knowledge that I have. I predominantly don't work in this area. Okay. So but it's definitely, I work on blockchain-based enterprise applications. Okay. So this is definitely an area of interest to me because I was part of many innovation projects in my previous organization where IoT and all of these were extensively. So I can relate to what you said. So for people who missed that, I think it was a perfect, how you introduce a subject, starting from the history. Okay. So I don't think you missed probably the meat of the discussion. I'm waiting for that, Parker. For you wanted more technical, or I was not taking the slide in that perspective. But if you want more technical, you can interrupt a lot. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. But I definitely have startups, and I also know what is happening in certain areas, not everything. Car, I have completely escaped because it's too much, aware there. So one more agenda for me to meet this amazing personality. Who? Yourself. I will do stuff. Anyway, okay. So this is yeah. If anyone has any questions, so any other questions so far? That is before we get into the next thing. So yeah. So the man. Any other question? Now. So the thing is, I should go more technical, or? No. That is, they will be asking questions, and then you just need to just check that any questions after a few slides. That's all. Yeah. So this is the picture I explained. Drone, unmanned ship, remote control center, and some of these things are already being
helicopter to launch drones, marine unmanned boat to fire a rocket and hit the Russian helicopter, other things, which uses some of these things. It's amazing how they put it up in the wartime, right? Okay, so I put. Okay, good.
What are the challenges that? Hey, my name is Arun. So, what are the challenges in having a unmanned drone? Say, for example, you said right there will be they are using it for targeting, attack, and all. So, while doing that, what are the challenges in having an unmanned drone?
You mean I was because I have the context of trade war. I mentioned.
That
I
is
don't want to.
anyway, without
What is the challenges? See, first they use FPV drones. Humans, very simple, effective, right? But then there was jamming the connection.
Yeah.
So they were jamming the connection. They can't use. So what Russians did was they had a drum with a fiber optic cable, 20 kilometers. So drum will rotate. It's permanently connected. Right?
No, what I'm saying that.
So that was the challenge. Like when in the defense, always what happens is they will innovate and so first the FPV drones were hitting the tanks, and then you can't do anything, and then people started jamming the connectivity because that's the. You ask what is the problem with the drone?
That is correctly. But say for example, if they have a 20-meter,
20 kilometer.
20 kilometer optical cable, so there is high chance that no, it will break in between.
No, it doesn't break. That's the technology. So they used it. People suspect that it came from China. The Chinese startup had that. It's a very innovative, like it's a fiber optic cable. You're using a permanent link and sending this drone 20 kilometers, right? So that's how. Then I was told, that, like I think I heard some. They found a way to, I don't know whether that was that system was hacked or not. But the other problem is GPS is jammed. So this is all in the war scenario. So then there is like visual slam and other things using only camera to go. That is coming up. That is where the AI, and other things is. AI is still coming up in drone. It was still primitive, little bit more better. It was effective in war, but we have other areas where we can discuss. So.
Again, one more question on the other aspect. Say, for example, if I'm having drone or some sort of unmanned technology, how quick will be getting to the normal market? Say, for example, not going on the defense sector or anything.
Actually, defense is the always for unmanned is the fastest market.
No, say for example, if I want to deliver something, right? Say in US they are using it.
Delivery drone,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. In India, what is the challenge there, or why
So
why we are not?
delivery market itself is not a successful market. If you have read it, that's what Chinese are able to do it very well. US it's questionable whether it's actually success or not because of sometimes the actual market has to do with what is there, right? If you are in an urban environment, there is a market. It's different from US where the things are spread out. So your question is whether you can do it in India or not.
Yeah. So if there is any unexplored market or if there is any unexplored area that
in the drone area,
no, I'm not talking about drone, but any unmanned system.
See that question. The, if you look at the unexplored area, the market itself will be smaller. Most of the time, people who are naive get into that. If you have a already known market, there will be many people coming in. But those people who got out in those areas early gets an early bird advantage sometimes. Because if you go to drone today, there are so many of them. But if you go to certain other areas of unmanned, there are very little people. But the market is developing. You don't know the pace of the market. Sometimes you get lucky, it goes up. But if you go to defense drones, you can always have there is one drone called VBAT by Shield AI, right? So US company. You can go up like this with one propellant. That's an innovation. And then suddenly, yeah, it's a VTOL. Yeah. Did I say it? It's a VTOL. Yeah, it's a VTOL. But it's a VTOLs typically have more than one propulsion. This is one. Yeah, it can go up. That's the only one which can go up with one propulsion.
suddenly you made a very niche thing, then you can get it, right? So the suddenly Japan buys it, all the NATO countries buys it, and they deployed it in Ukraine, right? So that is the area where you're right. Did I answer your question? But if you look at niche area, the problem is you don't know when it is going to go up. If you're a smart businessman, you will not get into that. But with your name, you get in. But then you got lucky. That's how most of the time it happens. Now people see if you look at Apple Watch, right? There was a company called Paper, and they were went 4 or 5 years. Then when the market was ready, somebody else came and take the whole thing. Right? So you could be the guinea pig if you get it. Right? So anyway.
No, I think you can continue.
Okay, I'll go.
What?
Okay, so again, since we are discussing in the unmanned drone market, there is an area where all this drone comes. How do you control that? Right? We have air traffic control today, and then we need to have a unmanned traffic management. That's the one piece of software. Some private companies are there. So in India there is a Sky Air, but any private company can go and build this also. You have to invest the money and take the risk of it. So that is unmanned traffic management, similar to the air traffic management. Since we were talking about software and we got many other talking about it, right? So okay, yeah, this is what where I could just quickly show the slides and come back. So I have one slide on defense, one on commercial, one on air taxis and marine unmanned systems, aquaculture, like this. So some on commercial and some on different type of unmanned systems. And if you want to discuss something else, we can also talk. If I know, I can. Okay, on the defense drones, we have discussed. There was FPV drones. There was the first one, and then there is loitering ammunition. These are kind of competition to the missiles. Missiles, once you fire, it goes and hits, right? Loitering ammunition can go there and wait, and you can look. So if you're hiding and you come up, they hit, right? So that's the new capability enabled by, and it's inexpensive, way like 1/10 the price, right? Like typical. So that's another thing happened in Ukraine war, loitering ammunition. Then obviously surveillance drones were always there. It's a very important part of warfare. UCAVs, unmanned compact aerial vehicles. These are bigger drones like Predator drones, which can fire missiles and other things. The story is FPV drones came from Ukraine, then Russia brought in the Shahid, and then it's a cat and mouse game was going. The last one was the VBAT AI. Is the only vertical. So the one problem in aerospace is you have to go up and then you're right. So the US had made the Osprey, this is long back, which can go up, and it's only airplane which can do. But on drones you always need four propulsion to go up and. But this is the first one to have one propeller. You go up and then you can go into cruise mode. Yeah, you can guess how they did it, but it's very interesting, right? And that is there is a Antonelli is a company started by farmer, the Oculus founder. It's a startup in the disrupting the industry, which is dominated by American big players, Lockheed and other. And this is a loitering ammunition from them. Another interesting development is fighter jets with drones going in swamp. This is a bit futuristic. Of course, US is ahead. India, HL is also having a program with some startups, New Space and AD and all those people. So these are drones which goes along with the fighter jets. See, so in warfare, when you open the radar, the enemy knows. And when you fire the missile, so you have to, so they separate that thing. Somebody is in a fighter jet, somebody is in a drone has that radar, and
one way. You can have multiple, drones with multiple purpose. First goes and takes out the radars, and then they go and so that kind of swarm-based things is coming up. That's on the defense side. So all this thing is happening is really bad for the military people. They can't come out because it's really, really dangerous today to be an army person. So again, people goes and invents many swarm drone systems. They have drones itself is used to kill other drones. So suddenly you look at the radars and see like swarm of them coming, 50, 60. Then you send 100 of them, and you can see the since everything is automated, GPS is fed, it all goes. So then this is another one. Directed energy microwave weapon, which can fry the whole thing at a like 5-6 kilometer distance, kind of. Yeah, it is. It's microwave. It is that way. Pulse, high pulse, made by Leno. It is, I think, from UK. The only thing, may good thing happen is war will win. Hopefully, war should not happen because it's extremely dangerous today. Anyway, so that's on defense drones. Of course, I think I am assuming we are all aware of for commercial drones. So I just put it on the title, but if you have any question, you can ask. Of course, DJI is the king of photographic drones. Delivery drones, yeah, it's happening in US and China, and there are some startups in India. There are some issues around delivery drones because of the business. It's not taking off that much. But China has, you have the little building and you come down. They don't use many obstacle detection or anything. But in India, they're planning to put all these LiDARs everything. And there is a beyond visual line of sight standards also coming up in India. IAS is working on that. But here they don't use anything. They just go straight up and then say straight down. They're using in urban environment. Very cheap and it seems working. Delivery drone. Agriculture drone is where in India it became very popular. A lot of startups are actually making money also, selling the drones and government is also in big way. Telangana, central government, no more drone problem. There's another problem. The central government gives 80% of the money for self-help group. So yeah, that is one area it is becoming very popular. Land survey has always been the traditional use case of drones, survey the land. I think they are also putting that into the All India database maintained by the ISRO. The Bhuvan website you can get some of those LiDAR there. Few states they have given the whole, they're trying to give it to the drone companies, they have given the whole states, some of the North Indian states, Haryana and all. And they put it in Bhuvan so they can, everybody, all, just like UPI and all, whole India geospatial information will be in the website. Probably in 5, 6, 10 years, we'll have all the information. So drone companies are getting business from that. Even marine companies may eventually will also get map the height of the water bodies. So that's one commercial area. Disaster management is also another good area for commercial companies. Disaster management. So I have another slide on how distributed software is needed for disaster management. Again, India has come up like we have quite a few standards on also there. If you are interested, you can go and take a look at it. And of course, Department of Science and Technology is responsible for capturing all the geographical information system. Terrain mapping, marine, coastal mapping, everything. They want to able to, so it just like UPI and all help the whole business. We were able to do quite a bit on Aadhaar and payment system and fintech doing that. By mapping all these things, it aids a lot of derivative startups, right? Now startups are into fundamental technologies, but once all this data is available, not only that, this Bhuvan has all the LEO satellite based data from ISRO. 20 years, historical data, a lot of AI, other things can be done. Weather data, all those multi hyperspectral data is available.
the pace is accelerating. The summary is data. There is a governmental effort to collect a whole of data, and in that drones and the marine drones can be useful for all these terrain related data, which will be helpful for agriculture, logistics, transport, and infrastructure, right? So eventually that will come in. So since India is a huge country, our data is also huge. This is a good thing, and a lot of startups can, pure software startups can come up, right? Which is easier to build. Okay, so this is the air taxi. So I never thought this would come into, because cars seems very huge and flights seems so expensive. Seems like the same advantage electric car has, they have it in taxis. So shorter distance, there is an Indian startup, Sarla, they are claiming that from Bangalore, city to airport, they can, transport cheaper than cars, Uber, and that's, they definitely have business case. We cannot discount. Otherwise, people don't invest money. They got huge money compared for an Indian startup, like 15 to Indian startup. Obviously, US startups will get 10 times more money. They also got significant money. So it's very interesting. There are two Indian startups in a very cutting edge area. ePlane is from IT Madras, and Sarla is I think somewhere from Maharashtra. I think. Of course, there are many more startups from Chinese are very good at in this area. Joby Automation Aviation is US based. They started way early. They are already deployed. So if you haven't heard, that is the picture of a vertipod, which is similar to helipad or aerodrome, airport for not only air taxis but delivery drones and but primarily for air taxis, right? Um, and there is one a few startups on that also, just building. That's another business case, right? You just go build this. Of course, all these standards are also coming up parallelly. So, of course, in India, many of these things are led by the Institute of Science for the standardization, and also some private companies are that are Adani, all there. The only problem is they bring licensed technology from outside. Problem for startups. Anyway, okay, so that's on aircraft unless somebody has a question. Okay. I can talk a lot on this, but I put only a little, which we are in the similar area. Again, whatever happening in drones, you can, the connected software, smaller drones, from 1.5 meter to cargo ship, you have the whole different companies focus on different ones. Smaller ones are useful in hydrography, search and rescue. See, for a sea is a massive environment. If you want to do hydrography today, it's very expensive. Well, you can actually send 10 gram or 20 gram. You can cover massive. And compared to land, sea is very massive. You can do nothing today because of the heavy cost involved, which unmanned systems will cut it off very, very fast. And humans don't want to. You see, hydrographers from the state don't want to go to sea, right? Because it's dangerous, unless you are a fisherman. Nobody, even if it is safe, they don't want to go, right? So you don't no longer need to go. And resources, not fish, but underground resources, it's mostly untapped because of the expensive cost. So unmanned systems will literally, and even today, if an airplane goes and we can't define it, like the Malaysian airline, because nobody knows where it went. Even with all these, data collection from LEO satellites, so unmanned system is going to make it really easier. So that's a huge. But all of unmanned systems is three things. That's the point I want to make. One is surface ship. One is the underground. The autonomous underwater vehicle is literally the submarine, unmanned submarine. We are at the stage maximum, like the maximum size people have built in Western also is around 10 to 15 meters long. Unmanned. This is a one from DRDO. It's already working, and there's a collaboration of companies working on. I mean, DRDO is the one which
already, it's there. Some of the shipyards are testing it out. This is a 10-meter one, I think. Of course, ROVs, remotely operated vehicles, they used to be part of the bigger ships. This is a smaller one. There are bigger burner ones. All those oil and natural gas, looking at it, underground cables, all of them use of these. You can also use a autonomous underwater vehicle. The difference between these two is autonomous underwater vehicle is not tethered. This one is tethered. ROV is tethered, connected to the, so the command and control goes through a fixed line, and the videos, everything. You can put all kind of sensors, sonars, the multi-beam echo sounders, cameras, underwater cameras. So IRO is from Kochi. Some of you might have learned about the Johns from Kochi. It's a startup. I put there are a lot of IRO companies. It's not like and yeah. So that's on marine. Is the difference only the fact that this is tethered, not tethered? That's the difference between ROV and AUV. ROV is used to, they're big, all as big as this room, bigger ones. All oil and natural gas platforms, when they want to go under, this is all they have, right? They go have. Or you want to build something underwater, bridge, and you want to observe dams, use tethered ones. AUVs are generally very expensive. That's why they go for ROVs. ROVs are very big ones, they go for ROVs. AUVs are mostly, can also be used for similar purpose, but that is totally unmanned. Like they go and collect data, surface, transfer the data, again go under.
So they're usually programmed, or is it controlled remotely, or is it programmed?
Actually, AUVs today, you can control when they surface. AUVs, but submarines also it's like that, right? They surface and then they go under, right? Here they surface and then you get connected to it, transfer the data. Yeah, that's how they do. But there are also optic fiber technology, like not laser technology to this is all coming now. You can have now you can have a surface vessel and an AUV, and you can always be connected to. It goes tag along and then you use a AUV to transfer it to the satellite. So now we have all the technology to even see in defense. They used to think submarines are the you can find where it is, but with AUVs you can find the submarines and transfer it to ASV, and then and you can have a sonar. So the defense is literally like you can't hide anywhere anymore, right? But on the other side, it is also as a commercial market, it is opening up wide possibilities of. We are unknowingly going into defense for. Okay, so let's get into some more commercial thing. Aquaculture is one area where again is a whole 450 billion. I think it's a huge industry. We make I think half of the fish we eat are manufactured from aquaculture. Right? Chinese are the biggest ones, and every other country. India also make not really big. Given our water resource, we usually tiny part for aquaculture. Mostly in East Godavari, we do that. Interestingly, only in Kerala, in Trivandrum also there is a big aquaculture place. I found. I visited that somewhere to the north, Kadinakulam, near that place. They get water from sea and like 5 acre. They have a big something like that they have. And, you can have fish farms in the high seas also. You can have salmon farms. The unmanned technology is super good for that. You can do almost everything with a surface vessel, ROV, and a drone. You can fully automate the stuff. That's the one good business anyone, because it's high value also. High value, if you and already we are producing 50% manufactured fish. We can go 100% because at least the fishes will be safe. We don't eat all of them. So yeah, fish feeding, dead fish removal, fish observation, net repair, fish capture, all of them is done manually. Can be automated, right? So you can always ask, what happened to the people, right? But that's another question. Nobody asked it. But then we always find another way to. But the thing is, we can
actively, it's a protein-rich food. We think of surplus if there is a coordinated effort from the government. And people also can benefit, the startups and other things can also. So a lot of these things need a governmental coordination. The thing I was talking about here. Okay, disaster management. I will put one thing to show that drones are there. You can use it, and then you need to deploy people. So there is a control center. There is a different kind of things happening because it's a huge disaster. All this coordination needs a distributed software, right? And centers and people, first responders, uh, data, cloud, AI, object detection. Um, the drones detect so that you can respond faster. Right? And probably drones go into the fire where humans cannot get. So better chances of saving people is the one summary. Right? Even today we have a big problem with the person who in the water, right? There was a flood and somebody, the truck went in. The incident was there, right? Few months back. It took so many days, and so that there are already technologies with the boats with all this kind of sonars which can detect these things. They use some. The thing is faster adoption, more adoption is possible because technology is there, startups are there. The pace is where we are missing. In India is missing, but other countries maybe are faster. But overall, startup ecosystem we are always slow because money is all not given, right? That's always the scarce person. Okay, put another show another area where we could unmanned system could be used is all of water bodies today are covered with hyacinth. Hyacinth. If you go everywhere, you go from Africa to US to India, every water body is. Do you know why it is? Because we send fertilizer. Fertilizer is seeping into water, and it becomes fertile. And the nature's way of removing fertilizer is hyacinth actually absorb the fertilizer. It's the nature's way of getting rid of the harm we created. But the problem is it creates a problem for the water body, the aquatic water bodies. So unmanned system is perfect because, but it needs a dedicated electromechanical system for each type. Duckweed is this spread around the surface. Plastic is a different problem. Plastic is very distributed, so you can't use it. So you need electromechanical systems combined with autonomous technology running in swamp, fully autonomous. And you need systems which removes, go to the shore and remove it. So there are quite a few things on independently on this. So I didn't put it there, but it is there. So this is another area where this is one Chinese startup where they can do all of this with this one autonomous. But there are not as like drone startups. These are niche areas where you have startups. Also, these are also not as easier problems to solve. Also, you need to be like sometimes you do it in an expensive way. There are people who try to remove trash from all the trash in the ocean. Ocean is polluted. We exclude every ecosystem. But all this trash comes through rivers. So there's a startup which goes and put this little blocking thing and use this unmanned system to collect it from there because it's all collected together, right? Similarly, we can do it in lakes. All the lakes in India are also the drainage is itself also a problem. That also brings nutrients, which aids this flow. So the problem is as soon as you remove it, grows back because you're pumping nutrients. So that also needs to stop. Right? Or you do the other thing. Every year you do it twice. You have to do. That's the solution. Otherwise, your other thing is also difficult because we are cultivating and all the water goes into the water goes to the lowest part, right? And it has better nutrients. I think the nutrients for phosphorus, nitrogen. Again, agriculture, I put only little bit there to show. This is farm farms, this is some dairy. So all the bigger companies are also start deploying, not just Tesla. Right? Dairy is also a very big company. But if you compare it to drone, these are like 1/10 number of startups that are there. So in India, Mahindra is into it. I don't know about other startups. You can, tillers, every little things, deweeding, seeding, harvesting, environment monitoring, soil analysis, fruit picking. There are all these little niche startups with the UAVs. You can go and pick them. Put a mechanical thing into the drone and do all kind of things. Okay. Now, yeah, I want to give a little more thing into like what we are doing in India. There's many more startups. I just put few of them which came to my mind. Cyber defense is working very closely with just like the Elbit ASP, they are also making very big ASPs. New space is idea for this already public. I mean, you probably know many startups are there. New space is the one which is working with defense. They are working with the with HAL and DRD to bring in this man-unmanned teaming, fighter jets with unmanned drones. There are also other prototypes. It's not just talk. 2026 and all they'll have. So all this, lagging behind in fighter jet is in. Technically, you don't need to build anything, but people still build it. Maybe because fighter jets still have this niche being very fast and very with man inside is never. See, one thing what I think is human is never going to go away from these kind of things because we still have a lot of like one slide on that. Many advantages on that, even with all this automation. So I just mentioned. Roshi AI, you heard of Roshi AI, right? It's also Kerala based, connected cars. I think connected car, many of the bigger companies in India also, like Nest is also, Adas, with Tata Elxsi, L&T Infotech, KPIT. Yeah, all these people have some connected car related software. But all the unmanned technology is pretty much similar. Then it's actually less complex in other areas. Planis is a IT Madras based startup doing a lot of good work in AUVs. Of course, now all the shipyards in India also are into this. Even though if you follow, all the government shipyard, Kochi shipyard, Garden Gate. Some of them are licensing from Israel. Some of them are actually collaborating with startups. You may not know all this defense shipyards works very closely with the DRDO, and of course I mentioned quite a bit about air taxi, Salah aviation, E-plane. E-plane is also founded by IT Madras professor and they have a very good team. So hopefully we'll see some cutting edge things coming out of India. Okay. Oh, okay. I had one more slide. Sorry. Yeah. So That is on the defense side. But on the commercial side, full automation. Like you want to clear a lake of, as you have the autonomy, you go deploy this, it will go into the lorry, and you go and put it in. Multiple of them with minimal, you still have human intervention. And autonomous system in space. All these satellites can have electromechanical actual. And already NASA sent a rover or helicopter to Mars. Ingenuity. Another area is miniature robots, right? I was reading this small UAV which can be used for pollinating. We have killed all the bees. So of course AI integration. That's another area. So the summary is integration of AI into autonomous systems and full automation. It's the end of everything. Right? So that's where the future goes. Right? Put a slide on ethics. See, AI autonomous drones with the ability to recognize, identify, classify, track, and human tracking is already there. Ukraine killed the head of the Russian nuclear forces in St. Petersburg with a drone. How they did it, we don't know. But maybe they used satellite. They planted a bomb in front of his apartment while he's coming. It's dead. Right? So no one is safe. Also, there's a talk about treaty banks. So it's some people are thinking it's the same nuclear fission discovery. It's a time where they should have banned it completely. So that kind of talk should happen, and some talk is there on that. Is happening on that. Of course, the defense people always claim human is in the room. But then you see in Ukraine already, they did this. Not only that they used a UAV to shoot down one of those complex helicopters, which was shooting at it. Because UAV. So one thing I forgot to mention is Ukraine completely made Russian Navy obsolete. Like Black Sea Fleet was not able to function at all because they were sending these drones 300 kilometers away and they couldn't do anything. Right? Finally they retreated. Then they started attacking the oil fields in the same Black Sea. One other thing they did was, and then Russia started using this bigger helicopters. Then they put a rocket rocket launcher into the Unmanned. So very small one, 5 meter. It's like so cheap compared to that, like 1/10 or 1/10. And then human sitting somewhere else, seeing through the satellite, launch the rocket and dump it, right? We are talking about AI being sentient. The real thing is autonomous AI being sentient. Anyway, so the thing is, there should be some treaty to ban many of the things because, but then a lot of these things happened only because of this war, which was going as and they were innovating. So it's really NATO innovation versus Russia. Russia also did some kind of bypassing because of their background in defense. Anyway, so that is the ethics part. And one more slide on. I put this thing to tell you. Right? There is always this human versus technology. Like you see in Afghanistan, you have the first time use of Predator drone. Still, nobody knows whether it was one or not, right? Why? Because the human with the kinetoscope is also a pretty intelligent thing. So, and then you see Ukraine war is also in a stalemate. And both sides could win. I think Russia, some people think Russia is winning, right? Because they improvised a lot. Like the drone, I talked about drone with the optic fiber which could go 20 kilometers. They also have other strategy. When at one point the trench warfare was so intense, nobody could come out. The moment you come out, the FPV drones will target you, right? So what Russians do is so any armored vehicles they bomb it. If you come it, you target them. So what they do is they actually use bikes, and they look for the drones to come. When drone comes, they drop the bike and run away. So human ingenuity, I was just telling the weaker side will always use the human intelligence to bypass the technological superiority of the other side, right? You could see that happening in both Ukraine and Afghan wars. Well, that's my statement, no politics. But, I was just putting it there. It's sorry for thought, so no political. So that is there. I think this may be the last slide. Oh, so I still half an hour for discussion. If you have any question, I could have more slides. I thought it would be boring.
Okay, so Shahid, any specific reason why you left out industrial automation from the unmanned systems context?
Yes, yeah, I'll tell you the honest reason. I'm not an unmanned guy. I came from signal processing and machine learning, video, signal processing, audio, and then one fine day I decided to do autonomous. I don't, and I'm not a professor to sit and and I don't give presentation. I was talking to telling him I don't give presentation. He trapped me into doing this. So, and I was telling him, no matter who you are, what you did in life, if you are not good at it, you cannot do it. And I don't give presentation, I don't talk and talk at all. I don't give presentation, I don't do anything. So, if I was a professor, I will know everything of all industry, but I have my hands-on into advanced systems, so I know the technology. So I don't know industrial because I was never in the outsourcing industry. I was in the product company. I worked in product company. All I know was audio in iPod, video in iPhone, and when I was working, I never used to read anything because I was lazy. But when I came out, I started reading everything, but only in marine and drones. So I did that. If you see, if I can give a political answer, uh, oh, except drones and marine, after drones, industrial automation is the one where it is all used. But I totally skipped the industrial automation and cars. Cars because it's already too many people. Industrial automation, I was again it was a little bit mature and I was not very interested in the market. But I could answer because I know the technology. But you ask why? Because if you don't know it, you don't feel comfortable in putting it in the slide. I mean, I don't read it at all. I mean, I know even this I don't read. I just see it in since I was looking at these things, Google sends this thing. They always send only drone and marine, so I don't. And I had no interest in industrial, so that's why. But you have a specific question on it, I can answer
No,
it.
it was just a casual question.
Because actually a very huge market, especially Amazon had started it full of this thing and drones and mobile robots. It uses all the technologies which were used in cars and yeah, but it's still a beginning. If you can look at it, drones are being used for like in construction, right? You can high rises, you can windows if you want to wash it, you can use a drone. Even coconut, you can go at it. Regina's built a robot, before.
So, being the classmate of Bhaskaran, Regina is here. Regina, a lot of friends here.
Regina definitely will have it. looks like.
Now you understand Ekaart, and you are not doing the AI, right?
I know it is like when you do startups, you have to focus either publish or actually do the work, right? Because no matter what you're down to ground when you perform, right?
So
that.
So we have many other startups here. How many of them you know?
I know.
Yeah. So you know Jyotish?
I know Jyotish.
Yeah. So Jyotish.
Yeah, I think this is very much a dear topic for me, right? So I rushed here. I rushed here to listen to it, and I think I got some good use cases here.
Yeah. No, actually, I can tell you this. So in the drone industry, right? You have this docking station. There are many things happening. Uh, which is, if you're in drone, you already know. Like you can automatically, it can automatically launch a drone and come back. It's a huge industry because drones are already there, and the docking station. But docking stations are very expensive. They cost 8 lakhs. The drones are not doesn't cost. In reality, drones are very expensive in India. So all of them have edge computing, and your thing will. And drone itself is in the beginning because you need GPS-less drones. Uh, so it's your hardware is needed there. Drone itself is becoming complex because they are going to put AI into that. Now today, it's very difficult to put lidars. So eventually, all the things needs to be there. Lidars needs to be there. Blink radar needs to be there because drones cannot go through forest today. Even though some people have done. I mean, you can put it, but the moment you put it, the drone will only run 10 minutes. Right? So that will get solved when you have the bat. But the osmos come from propeller is taking all the not the edge device. But then that whole drone market will have your board requirement. The docking station right now has this docking station is a link between cloud and the drone. So that is something which will go up very fast because no one wants to have humans drive. I mean, today all these drone leading programs assume that humans are going to drive, but then it's very easy for it to automate the whole thing today. If docking station comes, it has weatherproof, it opens, it goes and does stuff and come back. It can be used for agriculture. Every drone market today can have a docking station. The only thing preventing it is because it's very expensive to have. And then suddenly you have that, it goes into the cloud. Then once it goes into the cloud, you have all this data in the cloud, and all the other companies can come in because data is there. You can put AI, predictions, and everywhere your board is needed.
Yeah, actually, one more thing, I don't know whether you covered it or not, but the cleaning robots are big volume, right? So
cleaning, you mean
the home cleaning,
gen robotics kind of thing?
No, the home cleaning, then this industrial cleaning.
Yeah. See, I skipped completely industrial thing.
Yeah, so those are really big applications.
Yeah. Raju.
I know that you're already done almost end to end, complete software development for the control and the entire thing, right?
Yeah, we have actually developed most of this. We have developed all the flight control, like not flight control, the navigation control, everything from scratch. We didn't use that. We did use open source. Everyone uses in the flight. Everyone uses.
No, did you say you
autopilot and all?
Were you saying you used open source?
No, we didn't use open source at all. Okay. The only place we use little bit open source is GIS. All this marine charts and all we use little bit. Okay. Otherwise, everything from scratch we wrote.
What I wanted to ask is about the navigation part, navigation software. So it is self-localization kind of things. Localization and mapping kind of things. So what are the challenges that you see?
In the marine?
In marine.
Marine actually is very much more easier. We use Article GPS.
Okay.
And the navigation is right now it's very simple.
Okay.
Not like the drone industry.
Okay. So that is the easier one.
Yeah, that's see.
Is it a visual?
No. The reason I will tell you. When you are a startup, right? You have to hit the market and get the money, or raise the money. So high technology is always difficult. You look at the even outsourcing industry. Compare any high technology companies versus the bigger companies have lesser technology and simpler. I want to name. So it's easier for simpler companies to raise money, right? So the point I was coming is, we had for example, drone industry. You don't need to have a perception system. But if you're, so similarly marine, we could hack a lot of things, but if you go tell someone, it's a problem, right? So we look at the actual market and did a lot of things. Yeah.
Visual.
No, not visually. We don't do it. But as I told, in drones, because in the warfare, GPS is becoming a problem, and connectivity itself is a problem because of the EV. They need to totally address where static, the map data and the visual data to estimate the location is the important. For marine, we have totally ignored all those. I don't want to tell all those things. The politically incorrect, but on the drone side, it is actually needed. Whereas in the car and other things, they already made all those things. Because it's not that unmanned cars cannot function, right? So that's where the key things. Yeah, since that is a video.
Okay, I think it's also about networking. That Fire Board is just like that. We will have a topic, and we will have a lot of startups here. Some people who are investors here. So I think uh, uh, this session, the purpose is done. Like introducing that is unmanned system, then and what actually is there, what is the future. You started with the history, and I think how was the session? Yeah, because we cannot get somebody else as Barker to come and speak about this topic, and then he's the best person to do so. And thank you so much for accepting the invitation, because I think I contacted him on October or November. Then he told that, oh, I'm completely focusing on building this thing right now. There is no way to do a session. Then I told, how about January?
Yeah, I gave a time. I didn't give the time to ask.
Yeah, then he told like, okay, then let's do it at February.
Then I followed up. It almost looked like you forgot.
No, I didn't forget. No, I was not here. I was in US, and like I was not able to get in touch with you. And then when I came back, that is the third day, like about to start, he just followed up with me, and everything started from directly. So now we listen to the advanced systems. We know Barker here, who had done a lot of things in his life, accomplished. Like his friends are here, they also want to network. And I can see like many others who had been in Copenhagen for other events, they also bunked it and they came here for listening to your session. And thank you so much, Barker. And I hope like upcoming 4 more sessions are there. Fire Board 80, this is the 116th edition. So we started in 2013. Every month, first Wednesdays, we used to talk about something that is trending, that is for the future. From 2013 we started, and it is getting to 12 years in this June, and that would be the final Fireboard 80. Because as of now, the technology has been advancing in the pace at which one session in a month is not sufficient to keep updated with the changing technology. So as of now, we have MuLearn. MuLearn is the largest student community in the state. Around 40,000 plus students across the state is part of MuLearn. And they are having sessions like this across each campus. And there are also companies who are starting the right now. The UST is there is MuLearn that is coming in within university, and many companies are starting by their own, because every interest group, like there are new things happening. So based on the interest group, people should come together and they should start doing port ATs every month or every week, because you are seeing unprecedented changes happening around, and one day that you see like these people are the number one in the world, the next day you'll be seeing like they are officially conclude the session and start the networking session, because FAYA Portability was started in a mission in 2013 because there was no avenue for passionate people to come together. What happens is that they are mostly outliers in their community. Whatever they speak, others cannot understand. So they stop talking about those things and just engage in the conversations that others speak. So at that time, we tried to start these type of sessions, but it was not happening. That is why we thought like I will do it in my office. We removed the workstations here and thought like that this is called floor of madness. Because the people who are really passionate are called sort of mad. They are considered as nuts, right? So all those nuts come together every month and get connected towards each other and become friends. And we know that there is somebody else who are similar to my interest. Get connected, become friends, and do things together. And there were many startups that formed from this flow, and they also come back regularly. Okay. So the committee, FAYA Portability committee, I invite the committee Arun and Rahul to hand over a small token of appreciation to Bhaskaran. Okay. So now, yeah. Now it's time for us to introduce any of the startups. So anybody who want to come and introduce yourself and your product, or I know that a lot of core technology products are budding from our state. Normally we see like Kerala or India is a land of service companies, but today it is not the case. That is each and everyone like who are really passionate. There is a big scope for building core technology products from Kerala, and then it is happening right now. So we have seen that Jyotis, I think the first AI chip for edge computing that is going to come from Kerala, right? So let's meet some people and then we can just close it. Yeah. Just do one.
Yeah, about myself, I'm Jyotis Indirabai. I'm the CEO of nasscom. So this is a company which is building AI chip targeted for edge AI applications. And unmanned vehicles are one of them, one of the features. So this is basically mostly computer vision and video analytics chips. And we are creating two of them and into production this April. So that's the stage we are. And yeah, thank you.
And Shine, you want to?
Hello everyone, myself Shine. I had engineering for a startup, we still call ourselves startup, called DLT Ledgers. We are based out of Patun, outside Technopark. So we develop enterprise blockchain applications for customers. Essentially, we have a low-code, no-code platform based on which you could order smart contracts and deploy. Thanks.
So anyone? Okay. So then now it's time for informal meetups. So after that, normally fireboarding session ends at 2 a.m., 3 a.m.
I just want to say that thank you for listening to me and thank you for to calling me and for this opportunity. And he's doing a very amazing work, and we should give him a round of applause. Thank you.
Okay, let's take a picture together and then have the informal network. Yeah. Thank you.